Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Stevenage career mode, the start of season 3. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, this year we're gonna go again. We're trying to do better than last season. I believe we ended up in 11th or 12th place. This year is going to be something different. I feel like the players are certainly going to be, understanding each other more. I feel like players are going to nourish in their position a lot more, understanding the way how we want to play, understanding the way how I want to play. Again, this team's supposed to be playing 5 at the back, right? With 2 in the middle and 3 up top, or the other way around. Doesn't matter. So, today, we are pretty much going to start the start of season 3. I'm very, very excited. Again, we are trying to do better this time. We are trying to go for a promotional spot, hopefully top 6. That's our aim. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of fall off. For example, in place, 7th or 8th place. I would not be surprised. But my aim this year is going to be a little bit higher than last season, where we are going to be in the top 6. I'm not saying that we're going to win. I'm not saying that we're going to get an automatic promotion. All I'm saying is that hopefully we are going to get promoted. Gives us a chance, at least, please. Give us a chance. That's all I'm asking for this season. It's give us a chance to play in the promotion, allowing us to have a shot. I feel like we, in a way, we could potentially deserve it, but of course we have to make sure that we, the way how we play, we're playing fluid football, better football than last year. That's what we're aiming for. So let's start this episode. We're looking at the transfer budget. We have 11 million to spend, 11.9 million to spend, so around 12 million. Of course, I have shortlisted a few players. And certainly, I have decided to sell a few players into the transfer hub, allowing them to go to another club. Of course, those are the original players who play for Stevenage. Of course, first of them is James Weldon. We already have 3 right backs right now. We certainly don't need him. And Terrace Van Kooten will be heading his way out. I know he just signed a new contract, but again, I think this is pretty much what everybody was anticipating when I signed his contracts, because retain his value and hopefully we're gonna be able to sell him for a profit. I think we were about to sell him for like 1 million or something like that, which is better than letting him to go on a free. So we're about to approach to sign our first player of season 3, Leon King. I have been wanting to sign him for a season now, because he worth around 4 point something million, certainly way over budget. And certainly this year, I feel like defensively, we should sign a player. We had the testing of Monome. I think Monome was just mediocre, if I'm being honest. I feel like we need a better right center back. And based on looking at the stats, looking at the ratings, looking at Leon King physicality, he is certainly slotted in that right center back role perfectly. And we signed him for around 4.8 million. I'm very happy with that business, because, like I said, last year there were so many priorities going on in different like strikers, midfielders, wide wing backs, goalkeeper. We did sign in the end. Alternatively, actually, we did sign 2 more center backs, right? But finally, we secure Leon King with the 3-year deal. I'm sure I will definitely extend him at one point. And the second player we're going to sign here today is Jason Van Duvan. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name. I need to go translate that, but I decided to sign him. Yes, I thought about re-signing Washington from Chelsea, but I feel he costs like 10 million, and certainly we don't have that money. And instead, I've allocated funds a little bit and try to sign Van Kooten, 5 million, around that price range. And he is our newest striker. And finally, we got ourselves a top player, top striker who can play, who's going to play for us permanently based on the contract. And we don't need to rely on any loan players, because, again, don't ever fall in love with loan players, because at the end of the day, they're not going to come back to your club, because the value is certainly going to increase by the time you use him in the season. So another player who might be going out is actually Tommy Bowman. Again, there's not much of a spot going on for him, so I decided to accept the offer. 1 million coming from Wolfsburg, if I saw that correctly. And another transfer offer for Robinson. Again, I think right now we're just kind of offloading some of the youngsters, where I feel like, they might have a better career elsewhere than in our squad right now. We're quite stacked with the young players. And certainly, there are a few players who are going to get called up or might be potentially called up. Depends on if I'm able to sell them. If I'm able to sell them, I will. But if I don't want to sell them, I'm just going to put them on on a loan contract, 2-year loan elsewhere, because I'm certainly not going to be using them very soon. And certainly, I do not want to hurt the development at all. So I decided to, some of them I might be sending them out on loan. So we already sold a player. Right now we got a transfer offer for Fabio Kairodia. Again, nowhere I'm leaving him or allowing him to go. So going on to the preseason, didn't do too well, isn't it? I mean, we won the first game. I believe that's our first ever preseason win ever. And Leon King right here showing great potential. Again, I'm sure his potential can be reached to 82, 83. And Van Duvan right here, 73 rated, showing great potential. Is 20 euro as well. I think this guy's certainly going to places. I know his weak foot is only 3 stars, something like that. But certainly, I would still look in the market, to replace Mensah. I feel like Mensah has been great. I mean, when we first just got signed him, with left foot, at one point he scored 4 goals for us, and the injury after that just didn't quite, just wasn't quite there anymore, if I'm being honest. So right now we are in the month of August, which means that the first game of the season is around the corner. We're playing against Swansea City, away or at home. Doesn't matter. But we go again. That is significant. That is a sign where, we are going to go at them. We're trying to go at this competition again. Whether in the Carabao Cup or in the in the regular games, championship games, we really have to step it up a notch. And right here, looking at the scouting report, I feel like right now we're just kind of overloaded with scouted players right now. But we got a few players who looks pretty good. For example, Doherty right here, 62 rated, 16-year goalkeeper. I'm not gonna put him in definitely not going to put him in the squad. But in Sam, loan him out for sure. Thomas Spencer is another player as well. Central attacking midfielder or defensive midfielder. I got to release a few players. I feel like we've been receiving a lot of players with a rating around 45 to 50. I'm sure I definitely can't do anything about that. Archie Johnson will be promoted to the club, and also certainly we have a few more exciting youngsters in the squad right now. So Doherty looking very good and exciting prospects. So definitely gonna send him out on loan, because you never know what's going to happen to him by the time he comes back. This is another great player as well. Thomas Spencer with that tag of has that something special. And that's the thing. Even though he's 59 rated, I'm sure he can't really break into the first team. But sending out both of them on loan, I'm sure they would definitely going to help us in the future. Archie Johnson, definitely another player which I do not see him in the future as well. 17-year-old, 58 rated. No sign at all of being a great potential player. Nope, nothing of that, which means you just got to sell them. They are your valuable assets in the end. They're commodities. You're able to sell them, right? To increase funds for elsewhere. And right now we have arrived to the first game of the series against Swansea City. Away, Swansea City used to be a great team in the Premier League, and certainly one of the teams where I'm actually afraid to play against, or seeing Arsenal play against them, because at one point Swansea City keeps beating Arsenal. I think back in 2011, 2015 era. And now all of a sudden, Swansea City, it's all the way back down in the championship. I don't know what happened to them, but this is the lineup that we're gone for, and this is pretty much the default lineup. So pretty much Leon King slots it in perfectly as the right center back, and Van Duven will be pretty much the left main striker right now. So we've got the first goal in today's game. It was an own goal. It was certainly a very funny one. It was Elijah Spencer, who is wearing number 3 this year. Good for him. He deserved that short number. And he provides the first assist of the season. It was an own goal. It was a very silly own goal as well. 22nd minutes in, right here. Here comes Vanner in the middle to Miley. He had tons of room in the world, and he smashed this one at the back of the net. And Lewis Miley scores his first goal of the game. First goal of the game, and certainly first goal of the season as well. 26 minutes in, I feel like this team is so much different than last year. Vanna scoring another one, 3-0, and within 30 minutes in the first half, we are already 3 goals up, and I'm certainly feel like, you know what, we look like a proper team now. We certainly figure out the jigsaw puzzle a little bit. and we did that perfectly. And here comes Swansea City again. After the corner kick, it was a poor clearance in general, but poor defending as well. Goalkeeping wise, should have done better, but I feel like that was a hell of a shot, by the way. Yates score against Stevenage once again. And here comes Andrew, crosses in the middle, clears it around, and here comes Mensah. Finding Miller, take a shot. Good save by the goalkeeper, but Mensah, this is why we need a player like him. Strong, tall, and ball at the same time. Tesco and also Mensah are pretty much the backup strikers at the moment. 83 minutes in. Here comes Swansea City dribbling down the right-hand side. Again, poor defending once again, allowing the player to beat in the near post. Yates score. I feel like this is the nemesis of Stevenage Football Club. And in the last 3 minutes here comes Andrews driving down the left-hand side. Cross it in the middle to Bruce. A very good turn. Good finish as well. And finally, we ended the game 5-2 with a 3-goal difference. This is huge. And we won this game 5-2. A very good start of the season. A great way to start the season as well. Of course, I believe we have 5 different goals scored today. We got a transfer offer for Mensah and also Mainu. Again, both of them. There are certain players I know that would not be selling. I decide to block it because there's no point. If I'm being correct, if there are a few players where I'm on the verge or on the edge of selling them, of course, then I would negotiate with them. But right now, certainly I don't have that in mind at the moment. But we just keep receiving a lot of loan offer, transfer offer for players that I am not thinking about selling. Archie Johnson, pretty much it's going away right now. Doughty, another player, will be heading out on loan. Again, a very simple cutscene. I think I should have done it as the delegation. I shouldn't have go through this cutscene. This takes a while sometimes, but Doughty will be pretty much going on loan. Right now, we receive transfer offer for Spencer. Again, another player I do agree of having him going out on loan as well. So the negotiation is very easy. Again, the player's wage is not going to be a problem. It's going to be a 60-40 split, which is I thought it was totally fine. I mean, it doesn't cost us a lot, if I'm being honest. It's only $400, $500, 400 and 500 pounds a month. Right now, we are trying to close down this episode with a game against Coventry. Away this time, back-to-back away games. I'm not sure if we are up for this challenge, but I'm sure we're able to do that. So let's go ahead and play this game. So 16 minutes in, here comes Miller. He got tons of space in front of him, finding Bruce on the right-hand side. Gives it in the middle to Van Duven, and also gives it to Miley as well, scoring a second goal. And I feel like Miley is that type of player who would fit perfectly into the Arsenal profile as the left aid. Tall, strong, very good offensively and defensively as well. And later on, same old defending as well. Coventry got one back. It was a good goal, but poor defending in general. I feel like one of our defenders should have defended that pretty well. Should have done better. And here comes Wright playing on the left hand side. Just our players were just so slow, reacting to the ball, reacting to the dribbling. And we're done right there. I'm not sure if he is Ian's right grandson. I'm not quite sure if that is the case, because I'm sure Ian Wright has a grandson who plays in the lower division of the English league. But that is it for today's episode. A very strong start. Should have done better in the last game, but you know what? It's still very early in the season. Anything can happen. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.